Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back and I appreciate the support. Well, it's Christmas Day and the Christmas hijinks still continue. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce you to somebody. Boom. This woman right here is Brianna Alvello. 22 years old from Kissimmee, Florida. Shout out Kissimmee. And this woman right here, ladies and gentlemen, is facing home invasion with a firearm charges, attempted murder, kidnapping, and aggravated assault charges. So she faces up to life in prison for one of the stupidest crimes I've ever heard in my life. Ladies and gentlemen, this woman, armed with a knife, attacked a female victim after she delivered a pizza to a woman, and the tip she didn't find favor in. Take a look at this story, and we're going to come back and talk about it. I told you before, Juggernaut real, Juggernaut dangerous, and Juggernaut care about money. Look.
All right, and first at 4, a woman in Osceola County is facing several charges after she allegedly stabbed someone over a pizza delivery tip.
The sheriff's office says the victim is expected to be okay. Let's choose tonight. Rodriguez tells us detectives are now looking for a second suspect.
Good morning, ma'am. Please state your name.
Brianna Alvello.
At 22 years old, Brianna Alvello could spend the rest of her life behind bars. She's accused of making a pizza delivery turn violent.
State believes that this is a punishable by life offense. There should be no bond set, and it should not be set for a pretrial detention hearing.
Osceola County Sheriff's Office says on Sunday evening, someone staying at the Rivera Motel in Kissimmee ordered pizza. Detectives claim Alvello delivered the pizza to the person, but she was not happy with her tip.
I do find that there is probable cause.
Investigators say Alvello came back to the motel room, this time with a man who had a gun. They say the two of them forced their way into the room, and then Alvello used a knife to stab the victim several times.
And I've never heard of nothing like that. I have 3 kids, but it's good to know because I'll always be aware.
The woman is also accused of stealing things from the room. She is facing charges of home invasion, attempted murder, kidnapping, and aggravated assault.
That goes to show you don't trust nobody, no matter where they are.
Deputies are looking for the armed man who was with Alvello. Covering Osceola County in Kissimmee, Sanaiga Rodriguez, Watch 2 News.
Guys, that's the story of this girl, dumbass, at 22 years old, Brianna Alvello, Kissimmee, Florida. All the things she could have did in life. At 22, she chose to do that. And I'm going to tell you something, man. The person she stabbed was a woman. So it was a female. A lot of people don't know there was a female that was stabbed. Went and delivered a pizza, just doing your job. Sometimes people ain't going to give you the money that you think you deserve. Just doing your job. A lot of times they don't tip you at all. You know what I'm saying? Tipping is a privilege. It's not a necessity. Now, granted, a lot of pizza delivery people make less per hour than those working and making the pizzas. Let's be clear about that. And they rely on tips. It's almost like a waitress that takes orders a lot of times, depending on who you work with. But this woman right here had no right to do that. And then what's crazy about it, if what she did wasn't crazy enough, she went and got another crash test dummy to go with her. I think they said it was 2 men. I guess some guy drove with them or whatever. But think about that. You go and you get so angry because you didn't get a tip that you were satisfied with when the person didn't have to give you nothing in the first place, that you go and get another person involved, a man at that, that's willing to ride or die over some dumb shit. But then again, what do you expect when you deal with a juggernaut female? Told you before, the juggernaut real, the juggernaut dangerous. This woman right here, Miss Brianna, is no different. Species name. Juggernautess Papa John's, the pizza delivery type. If the tip ain't right, she'll stab and fight. Who the hell does stuff like that? Seriously, who does stuff like that? Could you imagine your daughter at 22 years old, you get a call from jail And they answer the phone. What you in there for? I stabbed somebody because they gave me a little. They didn't have to give your dumb ass nothing. But here you are, sitting up there looking stupid as hell with the rest of the riffraff locked up. Makes no sense. People lose their shit over the most ficklest stuff. It's up to her to pay you. She didn't have to give you nothing, like I told you. But for some odd reason, people feel as though the world owed them shit from them just doing their job. I was a waiter one time, and a guy refused to tip me. You know, I gave him good service. He refused to tip me because he said he didn't have enough ice cubes in his glass. In my head, I was just like, damn. You know what I'm saying? You know, but life takes care of people like that. And that's the thing. Karma is real. I believe it is. But sometimes you got to let life just take care of people. That's why all of this sometimes where you feel as though somebody disrespected you from a slight and you hold that inside you, it's counterproductive to you building and moving forward as a person. Some reason, man, these younger folk, not all, gotta say that, it's Christmas. A lot of younger folk, man, they don't have no conflict resolution and they can't just put things behind them. And I wonder what causes that nowadays. This is a pretty girl. And for her to do that and have somebody that's willing to go and ride with that, now they want it too. And she'll crack under pressure. No matter what people say, they go sit in that jail and they realize that their life has took a total 180 and now they're in bondage and they got a lot of time to think and they feel as though they're not the only one that's there that should be taking this, even though they're the ones that involved other people that rode for them. She'll talk, especially with them telling her, hey, you ain't got no bond, because she don't have no bond, guys. Ain't got no bond. Dumbass sitting in there over a tip. I wonder if it was worth it now. You got yourself in trouble and made your problem somebody else's problem. They ain't had nothing to do with it, and they was dumb enough to ride with you. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can't even survive eating pizza now. I bet you that woman went in there and sat down. Ooh, this is some good pizza. Next thing you know, the door gets kicked open and here comes some hooligans in there stabbing and grabbing. Disgraceful. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. One more thing. I'd show this chick the flowers. I sure would, and I'm going to tell you why. When the lady gave you the tip, Miss Alvello, when she gave you the tip, if you was going to set it off, you could have did it then. But for some odd reason, you left and let that fester in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like you was a child and somebody hurt your feelings rather than an adult that could have said, okay, don't send me back over there. I'm not going back to this place or this address if they ever order a pizza again. For some odd reason, you could have handled it then. Maybe if you had said something in a matter of kindness, she might have gave you more. Or hell, even if she did or didn't, maybe that's all she had. That doesn't warrant you going in there, beating her ass, stabbing her up with some goons and walking out with what you felt as though was valuable enough to equal the tip that you felt as though you earned. For that, you need to go. Thanks for listening.